What's up? It's episode number 21, Real Life is Friends podcast. One of your hosts, Kimberly.
I'm Mila.
How are y'all?
Hello, people.
How are y'all doing on this lovely last Tuesday of the month?
It sure is. Good God Almighty.
And I don't know if we ever even said anything about Arab American history or whatever month it is.
I'm sure we did not.
I'm sure we did not either. But
But
it is
the whole month of April?
yeah. So we went a whole month without recognizing a month that was for people. I'm just
For
saying.
the Arab
Mhm.
culture.
Yep. I think it's Arab American history or something like that.
Hmm.
I'll double check myself,
I
but
know you will.
yeah, but it's like one of them days. One of them months. But I think it's Arab American. Yeah. That's what it feels like.
Oh, okay.
But let me just
Hmm.
always, I got to always double check. April is Arab. Yeah, Arab American Heritage Month.
Hmm.
I said history. It was another H.
Never heard of it.
So
I wouldn't know any history facts about that culture, so I'm sorry.
I don't know any either. I just happen to see it because, like, different, like the different streaming services these days, they'll mention it because they'll have like a lineup of shows related to it. That's why.
Oh, you're talking about
Or
like on social
movies. Like on
like on
Netflix
okay.
and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's run
Oh, and they
that's
didn't
why
have that up.
they did have it up. That's how I
Oh,
knew
okay.
about it. That's all
Hmm.
that's why I knew about it, heard about it or whatever.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's what it is.
Well. Hmm.
And of course we had a lot of April showers and it's supposed to
Yes, we
bring May
did.
flowers. We'll see about that.
Let's hope it washes away all most of the pollen.
I'm just about
Supposed
to
to be a
say
storm.
the pollen is probably going to be an issue. Looks like we have a chat.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody.
Oh,
Okay. Hello, Unc and Uncle. We happy to be back on this last Tuesday. I keep wanting to say the last Friday.
no, ma'am.
Last Friday was last week.
Ma'am, I need you to get it together right now. We ain't got all night. All right. Question of the podcast. Question of the week. I don't get no sound
Oh,
effects.
my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. Drum roll. Yay!
Question of the week. Which celebrity that you see, of course, daily, Sonny, on TV that you do not want to meet in person because of how they act on TV?
Mm, well, he ain't on TV, but I never want to
And
be
you,
around Kanye.
no, we'll take him out. I think he's too easy. I think he too easy. It has to be somebody else on TV that you like. Oh, if I see them in person, I'm just gonna keep walking like they just regular. And
Probably,
besides the president, huh?
probably Nicki Minaj.
Hmm.
Um,
Okay.
I don't really like her like that. Um, Evelyn, I don't like her like
From
that.
Basketball Wives?
Yeah, I don't like her.
Basketball Wives.
Hmm
Okay.
it's
Really?
probably
Why
to
her?
be honest, it's probably most of the celebrities that there's probably a handful of celebrities that I'll be like, and the people that I will have to stop for is Gabrielle. I need her to see me, because she my friend in my head, and she's been my friend for a long
Gabrielle
time.
Union?
She's been my friend for a long time in my head. Of course,
Mm,
I love K Michelle. Um,
okay.
and I would want to see Nene. I would want to see Taylor. Um, because they're my birthday twins, Jamie Foxx. But other than that, like I really like I guess because I have, you know, fortunately seen a lot of celebrities up close and
Mm-hmm.
personal that I don't think I would care that much. The only celebrity that I really cared to see, well, that I've seen and really like kind of shocked me was Luke Perry, but that's because I used to
Hmm.
have a crush on him. May he rest in
Ain't
peace.
he dead though?
Yeah, that's why I said may he rest in
Okay.
peace. But I used to
Okay.
have a crush on him, but and I was like really nervous to like talk to him. But
Where you
anybody
meet
else
him at?
as some kind of colorectal cancer event at
Oh, okay.
the music, not the country music hall of fame. I think that's the one
Mm-hmm.
across from the
Uh,
Music City place,
well,
right
no,
beside
across from
like,
Bridgestone, right next to Music City. Yeah,
yeah,
the convention center. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah. So yeah.
Mm, okay.
Hello, who
Let's
is
see.
this?
Celebrity that I do not
Who?
want to
Wait,
see
hold on. We
in
got a
person.
question. We got a question. I don't know who
Oh.
this person is, but it says, "Hello, ever wore a plastic trash bag as an outfit before?" Not to my knowledge. um, wait, I have wore a plastic tablecloth, because I wanted to be Chelsea, and I was gonna be one of those green people or whatever. Hey, little mama. Hey, Tamia.
Wait a minute. You was born to be who?
Be Chelsea at work.
And you were what?
I wore a plastic. I was trying to find something green. I don't know who I was supposed to be. Probably one of those Dr. Seuss characters. I don't know, but I think I probably had some green tablecloths in the back, and that's what I did. No, I
Who
was
is
not.
this
Well, who is
trash?
this? I don't know who this person
I don't
is,
know who
but this
trash is.
this is
Yeah,
crazy.
we'll wear it live
Listen,
for $1 million.
you make sure we have 50 subscribers, and maybe I post a picture of a trash bag with me in it as an outfit with a belt.
Ah, okay. Celebrity that I don't want to meet in person at all. Kevin Hart. I wouldn't want to meet him.
Mm, I don't know him
And
either.
Steve Harvey.
Okay.
I would walk the other way. Uh, mm, trying to think of who else. Um, I don't
Um,
know.
I went to my phone because I can't, obviously, while we're looking at the thing, I can't, all I can see is trash. The name of the person's account is Trash Bag Fashion Lover. So that makes sense why that person asked about the trash bag. So not just trash, is they're not their name. So that's, I wanted to clarify. Because I was like, hold on, what's this person's real whole name? So that's what that
It's
might
trash
be.
that I'm trying to make them mainstream fashion and hope everyone tries. Okay. Let's spell check a little bit, but thanks for joining.
Yeah, if we get 50 subscribers, we'll figure something out between us. You got some. You got Mila.
Trash bags cost too much money to be wasted.
You can do it like a what you call it. You can
For
do it
what?
like a you don't have to like tear the trash bag or anything.
Well, I'm
Have
just
you
gonna
never
put it
like
on.
have you yeah, just put it like that and then that's all you really got to do and just put it like as a just use two of them I guess. I don't know. We can you can figure it out. I got ideas. We can figure it out.
Thank you, Sabrina. I'm not falling. I'm not picking up what she laying down, but okay.
Like you can just wrap it around. That's what I'm saying. So it doesn't have to be like you. It doesn't have to be a wasted trash bag. That's all I'm saying. You can still use your trash bag. You don't have to cut a hole in it.
Okay. Go ahead, Trash, and continue to hope you succeed in your fashion line
But
and make it mainstream.
I've seen some prom dresses as they use trash bags and they trash bag and duct tape and they did a good job. So hey, anything's possible. Follow
Again,
your dreams. Follow your dreams.
Trash, follow them.
Yes. First one bag, second bag. There it goes. You're correct.
Okay, let's get back on task. Next topic.
We got to trash.
Okay, thanks, Trash. Next, all right, a movie that we both saw
Okay.
was the new movie Sinners by director Ryan Coogler, starring the wonderful, the handsome, the very talented Michael B. Jordan, and a whole lot of other people that I don't know. Well, Delroy, I can't think of the other people name, but saw that on Sunday. Now, my take is go see it. However, if you're a little jumpy and don't like kind of scary movies, I don't think it was meant to be scary. So there's vampires in it. Uh but if you get the gist of the movie, then I think you'll kind of see how the vampires play a part in it. And your sins, or quote unquote sins, I guess, would, take part of your life. Did I explain that correctly, Kim?
We're not gonna Sabrina. We're not. Well, I don't plan on. I don't. Are you gonna give spoilers?
No.
Okay. Yeah. We're
No.
not gonna give spoilers. Um,
She
I
said,
just
gotta
want to.
go.
I want to say this.
First, stay to the very end, Sabrina.
Like,
Don't
yeah,
leave.
watch the whole thing even after they start playing credits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't leave until the lights come on.
Exactly. Um, Me personally, so let me just help y'all out. If y'all don't tell us to watch a movie, we basically go by what's out there and what the people are talking about. Like that's one of the things we do. We talk about things that trending topics. So even the movies, TV shows are things that are trending. We watched this movie because it was trending everywhere. And so we decided, okay, we'll go ahead and watch it as well. Now, granted, I think I missed a couple of minutes of the movie because I was tired.
Mm.
And I know my sister and Tamia, I know they watched it because they were telling me to watch it this weekend because I watched it on Sunday as well. Um, I did not find the movie as interesting as everybody made it out to be. I did not think it was so amazing to me. I do.
Hmm.
There was a lot of things in the movie that I understood, but I just think there's a lot of things, and like I said, some of the things that I maybe missed in the first 2 or 3 minutes of the movie, because like I said, I
Mm,
wasn't there. I wasn't there.
okay.
Um, I came into the movie when he came into town, and the guy saw the clan mask, as you can say.
Mm,
And I don't know why
okay.
they kept on calling them the Indians. Why would they call him? They did not say Indian. That disturbs me so much because they called them the in like Indians or something like that. Like it was like a G or a J sound to it, and
I
I was
didn't
like, "That's
catch
not
that, so that got
Indians.
over me.
That's not Indians." But they was
No,
like
they were not.
indigents or something like that. It was I don't. It was disturbing me because they're my people, so it was disturbing me because I was like, are we out here just purposely mispronouncing Indians wrong? If that's the case, just say Native Americans. Like I don't get it.
I don't know if
Um,
they were saying Native Americans or what they were calling them in the 30s. Was that the 30s or was that the 20s?
I no,
I don't feel like
maybe the 20s.
late
Like, don't
20s.
get me wrong. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. Will I see that movie again? Probably not. I'm just gonna be
Really?
honest. Yeah,
You wouldn't see it again?
probably not. Like, it's not like, and I don't even. To me, I don't even know if I would consider and say it's a horror movie. Like, I guess it is. Well, I get you. Never mind. I will say it's a horror movie, but like, it didn't really scare me. I wasn't gonna watch it at nighttime, so that's why I had to hurry up. And I was like, that's why I called you because I was trying to figure out where had you already seen it because I was gonna either meet you somewhere on Sunday to see it, um, or because like I literally saw it at the last time before it got dark.
Okay. Yeah, because I
Yeah.
went to the 12:50
Oh, okay. I went to
movie.
see it at 4 o'clock, like four
Okay.
ten, and I
I liked it. I mean, it wouldn't be listed as like my top favorite, one of the my top five movies, but I would definitely watch it again. I think in watching it again, I could maybe catch something I missed the first time. I'm at, in the comfort of my own home, can kind of really focus. Um, but I liked it. I mean, I think the acting in it was very good. And again, I mean, you jump. I mean, I think some movies gonna make you kind of jump a little bit.
yeah.
Uh, but it's not. What was the? Because they had a commercial. What is it? Candyman? Is that the new movie coming out or something? Or
I told you I walked in when the movie was
so?
starting.
Yeah, Kim likes to be. Honey, the lights just went down, and now they about to start the movies when Kim get in there. But anyway, it's nothing scary like nothing major. But I would say definitely go see it. It was very crowded, surprisingly, because I went at 12:50 and I was like, oh, like it was full of people.
Yeah, like
Uh,
I was trying to figure out like when it was gonna like the times that it was available because I knew that I had to see it on Sunday. Sunday was my last day to see it
mhm.
because Monday wasn't really an option because of work, and I wasn't gonna watch it at like I said at nighttime. So Sunday was literally my only option, and I did like there was a lot of times that it was like a lot of seats are already filled, and a lot of the because
Mhm.
I checked Regal. I checked AMC, which I realized there's only one AMC over here. It's in Franklin, apparently, or something. I don't even know where it's at.
Hmm.
I go to Regal, but I was
But check it out. Check it out and let us know if
yeah. It's a
and then
lot
we can
of
go more in depth.
it's a lot of things as it relates to following your dreams, as it
Being
relates
true to yourself.
to like religion and spirituality and dark magic, or I wouldn't say
Voodoo.
voodoo. I don't know if I
I
would
would
say
just
voodoo.
say, I guess, I don't want to say home remedies. So I guess what would be the word? Traditions that have been passed down from
I guess it
generation
would
to
be black
generation.
magic then. I guess it would be
Yeah.
black magic. Definitely some racism, lots of that, lots of racism. Um, Now, if you watch the movie, because like I said, I know for sure, I know for sure my sister has watched the movie, so I know she was like, people need to go watch it. So tell us your thoughts, and we can pop those comments up in on the screen. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Now there was some part that I was going to mention that got said that I saw in the movie. And I can't think of what it is now.
You can take notes.
No, I didn't know because I was trying to eat some nachos. You know me, I like to take notes, but I was also trying to eat some nachos.
I think though it really, for me, the message out of it, I guess, is uh, your sins can determine who you are, and the path that they can or they can't control. I guess the journey that you take in life. You just have to. What you think?
also, also, people are nice to you because they want to. They want people are not. Hold on. Some people, because I don't want to generalize, some people are nice to you because they know that their generosity will play in their favor.
Mm, like that. Okay.
Because it did. Well, it it was intended to play in their favor. Let me just say it that way.
Mm,
And some people are not nice just out of the kindness of their heart. They have ulterior motive, and
right.
that's why they do what they do. Um, Also, about the talent.
Very talented. I mean, I think everybody was talented in that movie. That little young boy, was he the one back in the day talking about I just want to live? Remember when George Floyd stuff was going on, and it was a clip of a little black boy. He was singing, "I just want to live." I want to, whatever it was. He kind of went viral for a little clip. I have to find it. I think that was him because he's been on. I don't know if it was America's Got Talent or
Oh,
something.
you
I
think it
don't.
was Preacher Boy?
Preacher Boy, yes, he was. He went viral like a while. He like it was a few years ago, and I want to say it might have been George Floyd when all that killing was. Well, killing is always going on, but that time when it stood out, there was a clip of him singing that. Uh, and somebody else I was going to talk about what technical difficulty people, and I was really
Clearly.
trying. Huh?
Said clearly.
And I was really trying to save my drink from falling. But I digress. But the people were talented, very talented. The girl that was with what's his name? Because I always get Smoke and Stack mixed up.
They
Not
were the
yeah.
same person.
No, but one was nicer. One was, you know,
Both of them was played by Michael B. Jordan.
right. But the
There's no
good
distinction.
one,
There's no
yes, it
distinction
was.
in my
Cause
mind.
yes, it was.
Now
Cause one.
let me say this. Let me say this. And this is why I was real confused. Was I the only person that thought that that lady at the store was the mama? And then they participated in acted up activities, and then I said, I don't. I hope that's not his mama. I hope that's not his mama.
Who,
Like
mama?
Stack, the twins' mama. You
The
remember
lady,
they went and like went to
Korean store,
the
wherever.
no. After that, when they went to the whoever it was, one of Michael B. Jordan characters, went to pay homage or went to pay respect to a person that passed away. They was at the graveyard
Oh,
cemetery.
I no, I did not think that was their mama. His
Well, at
his
at
mama.
at first talk, I thought that was his mama, and then things happened, and then I said, I hope this is not his mama.
No, I did not. No,
Okay,
I
well,
just
I
think
guess I was
it
the only
just
one though.
he just looked like somebody that he would
Mm,
that would be his speed versus Stack. Wait a minute. Smoke girl. No, Stack. That's how I remember because of the ring now. Stack.
Mm,
The woman that he was with, that looks like him.
mm.
Went with his personality. Versus Smoke
They were the same
was,
people. I know they had different personalities,
but they was twins.
I need you to get together. Bud Light need to get together.
Let's tell you something. This bad boy got a life of his own.
Oh, and I forgot to turn my light on while I'm laughing at you about your light.
That's see, this is what we call real life ish. Cause life really be happening for real.
I always forget to turn that light on. I don't know why.
This is real life, people. Uh, while they was twins, but it was the same person that was playing them. But again, I would get them mixed up, and you didn't get them mixed up.
I it was Michael B. Jordan.
We know it was Michael B. Jordan. I'm saying,
I never understood their names anyway. They kept on saying names, and I was just like, okay. Again, the only person I know name is Preacher Boy, and I think that's his name. I don't know. Like
watch
I
them.
said, the movie, like for all the people that did find deeper meaning, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of things that has deeper meaning in this movie. Do not get it twisted. I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm just saying for me, it didn't work. For me, was it an entertaining movie? And then this is also the thing: most scary movies per se, they make me laugh. I laughed a lot doing this movie.
I would say I laughed a lot. I didn't laugh a lot, but there was some funny parts.
Yeah.
I
So
give you that. I give you that. But check it out. Let us know what y'all think, and then we can answer questions about it next week. Give more people time to watch it, because knowing the good people powers that be, it'll be on one of these streaming services by uh
they was like,
Juneteenth.
it's probably gonna be on HBO Max, well, on Max or whatever.
By Juneteenth, it'll be on somebody's streaming service.
Yeah, because it's April. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So Juneteenth, look for it on
Max.
would it be Max? You think it'll be Max?
Yeah, because it's one of.
Hmm.
I used to know which. I used to know which um studios go to which networks,
Oh.
but I don't remember anymore. But it's Warner. It's a Warner's Brother deal. So whoever Warner Brother has, yeah, it would be Max because that would be
Time
because
Warner or whatever they
yeah,
call it.
time, yeah, which is CNN and all that stuff, which is
Yeah,
Max.
there's Max.
Yeah, that's Max.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes sense. So, which one you want to talk about first?
You want to talk about the old food or the potential new food?
That I would refuse to let you call that one the potential new. Let's go ahead
What
and
we
talk
gonna call
about.
them?
Let's go ahead and talk about the. Let's go ahead and talk about the NFL. Shedeur
Which one though?
Sanders, that like the draft.
Okay, the draft.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
I first want to say that I got to get the person's name because y'all know I don't know names like this. Um, I want to offer my condolences to what is his name, Derek Harmon. He went to the Steelers. He was drafted by the Steelers, and his mom passed away hours
Oh,
later. So
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember seeing that. From he went to didn't he go to LSU or somewhere? Or they were from Louisiana or something. Something kind of rings the bell of Louisiana.
girl, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
But
But yes.
first, so condolences to them. Congratulations to all the people that got drafted. Shout out to them because you know they made it.
Mm-hmm.
All the ones that got signed, all the one that's potential whatever those other ones are. I don't know. I just know the ones that get drafted and then they have the unsigned,
Draft
undrafted,
night.
whatever the whole name is. But you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying. But
Yeah.
then apparently
Free
there's this
agent draft or
other
whatever.
set of people as well, and shout out to all of them people that may have a chance to be able to live out their dreams because living
True.
out your dreams is very important. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so Titans got first pick, got Cam. I think he was Hurricanes. That's what it
I
looked
don't know
like
where he
on his
came from.
shirt. That's what it looked like on his shirt. Do not ask me his last name. I just know his first name Cam. Maybe Ward. I don't know. The Heisman Trophy winner was
Was
number
he the
two.
Heisman Trophy winner? I thought the other
Travis,
little guy
Travis, Travis was Travis Hunter.
when they went
He
to
was number
Colorado.
two. Yeah.
Okay.
Jacksonville and I mean Jackson, not Jacksonville, Jackson and then Colorado. And then
Mm-hmm.
the what you heard all weekend, when is Shedeur going to be drafted? Shedeur has fallen. Shedeur has fallen. Um,
Heard that every for what the draft started on that Thursday,
yes.
and you did not hear his name. If you did not hear his name, you must have been in a coma, asleep somewhere, because he was on everything, every social media, until the good people of Cleveland said, "We got you."
In the fifth round.
Was it okay?
I
Yeah.
think 144th pick overall.
Oh
I think
wow.
that's what it was. Yeah. So listen, all the excuses people are using about Dion being Dion and all of this stuff, Dion being Dion. So I made a mention of this on my TikTok. There is no need, like people are like they're trying to humble Dion. You cannot humble that man because he is that dude. Dion is. We're not talking about Shador. Dion is. Like he played football professionally. He played baseball professionally. He had the must be the money. Um,
And a little career, a little music career.
yeah,
Had a hit,
okay. That was
hit dance.
okay because I feel like he was channeling it. Because wasn't he in the same like? Didn't him and MC Hammer have a video together? Or
I think
like
so. They was like,
he was in somebody was in someone's video. I feel like.
I think that was the time when Hammer was really coming from "Let's get it started" to he was kind of pumps in the bump.
Mm.
You remember that? It was
Oh, that was all.
so it was doing that
Pumps and
transition.
the bumps. We like the
Yeah.
girls with the pumps and the bumps. Pumps and the bumps. Pumps and the bumps. We like the girls with the pumps and the bumps.
So I think it
What a
was doing
time to
that
be
time.
alive. What a time to be alive. Is it childhood memories?
But yes, I think they were friends during that time.
Yeah. So I as people are saying, most people were only watching the draft to see um, when Shador was going to be drafted, especially after he wasn't drafted the first night.
Right.
They was like
I
it
was,
probably
I
had the
was one of them.
most. It probably had the most viewers. I didn't. I'm gonna be honest. I don't watch the draft for real. For real. I would have watched it if I would have went to the event. Well, no, because it was gonna be going on before. I don't know. Um, I go to CNN. I mean, not CNN. I go to ESPN and be like, "Oh, who's on? Who's up next? Who they pick?" Because the chances of me knowing these people is going to be slim to none. If you did not play, if I don't personally know who you are, which means that if you are not connected to somebody I am connected to that I know well, like it can't just be like, oh, that's somebody cousin, Johnny, uncle, nephew, son, neighbor, kin folks. I'm not gonna know who that is. Like you gonna have to be like, that's my nephew, and I'll be like, I got you. I understand it. So outside of that, I'm not gonna really know you unless you're somebody that people talk about a lot, or if you. I will obviously know who you are if you played for like Alabama or something like that because I would have heard your name.
Mm.
So most of the people, I say all that to say I don't know most of these people.
I say all that to say.
I'm just saying.
Well, I think again the it doesn't help or hurt. I guess his daddy being Dion. We just know that he got good coaching. His dad is able to kind of walk him through the ropes of this whole college plan and being just a Sanders. So
Yeah.
I think them trying to humble Dion. That's why you need to humble Dion. Dion has, of course, done his part and done his his antics, gave his, and now his son is just really taking it to another level or whatever. But I think the son is going with what's with the kids of this time is being flashy and
Yeah.
they showboat and they do all of that. Dion was before his time. Well, I
Well,
wouldn't say really before
I
his
know.
time.
No, I would say that. I would say that because, baby, if social media was going on during that time,
Yeah,
he would be one of the TikTok stars, the Instagram stars. He'll YouTube, like he just would have been that because he would have drawn in the attention. Who else has must be the money? Like
right.
seriously.
I mean, and then again, and this is just coming from my non sports knowledge is again, Dion was flashy. The people liked that. The people wanted that. He backed it up. You look good, you feel good, you smell good, you play good. That Dion. He just really taking it, teaching, doing it for the kids. I think. I mean, the son is doing it now. The only difference is, I believe, is that now most of these coaches don't want that kind of look.
But see, this is the thing. I when people, because there was a lot of excuses. There's a lot of things that said like one of the NFL owners said start taking them um off the board. Then there was conversation that Tom Brady had something to do with it and was bad mouthing him, even though
Mm,
Tom Brady apparently has been one of his quarterback mentors, from my
mm-hmm.
understanding. Um, the thing that I hate about all of this is that every excuse they use for reason why he wasn't drafted higher as expected,
Mm-hmm.
other people had those same, like other people did the same thing and they still got drafted.
But I think they may have had the same or done the same thing that he does, that Shedeur does. But again, their dad is not Deion Sanders. Their dad is not a coach. Their dad is wasn't a football player. Their dad.
Well, but
So
see,
I think that's
that has
added
been
pressure.
tradition. But it has been like not to the level of Dion because Dion has basically, because I remember, if you don't remember, I remember when Dion had the show, when the Sanders had their reality TV show. Because baby, when I
Oh,
tell you I
oh,
be watching reality TV shows, I be watching them. I was watching it back in the day. Them kids were small.
yeah,
Um,
that when he was with the first wife.
no, he was with
Then he.
Pilar.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the first. Well, that's
Second one.
the the
Pilar was
last, the
second. Yeah,
second one.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Uh, and then the mama was on that. So I remember that show. And then he got a divorce from her. And then came Tracy.
Hmm.
So We've seen them on TV, but again, I think now social media plays a major part in probably who they get and who they want to represent their team. I think we all know that these coaches, they really want you to just play and don't do shit else. Because the thing is, if they get somebody on their team with the personality and the, because he gonna bring the crowd. The Browns, from what I understand, ain't been winning. So you get a Sanders on your team, you gonna get, the ticket sales are gonna go up.
Yeah. Which let me I think they to be honest, I think the Browns or whoever could have,
Tampa Bay took the other.
yeah, took Shiloh. Um
Mm-hmm.
I think once they realized that his like he didn't get picked in the first round, I feel like if he would have got picked in the second or third round, because he got ultimately got picked in the fifth round, but I feel like if he got picked in the second or third round, whoever would have gotten him could have thought about all the potential money they could have made off of jersey sales.
Well,
Because
he's already now the top three of the draft folks with the I think I saw that earlier today. Uh, of the draft guys. So we know it's money, but again, I think it probably again was a game that they all playing to see who gonna fold versus getting him in the first three rounds to maybe waiting and maybe waiting to the fifth round.
plus the money goes down. But see, he because of the NIL deals and stuff like that, he already had somebody said as soon as he got drafted, that Delta commercial came on,
Hmm,
and he does have a Delta commercial.
did not know that.
Yes, he has a Delta. So there was a lot of things that were in place, and people were saying like, who builds their own stage? Who does this? Who does that? And I think this is my point of a lot of things. A lot of us have visions based on our money and
Mm-hmm.
what we are willing to spend.
Right.
So of course, there's a lot of people like I wouldn't build a stage for my child, da 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 da, because you probably would never build a stage for your child, or
Until
you
they
don't
child go
have
to
the
prom, then they pulling out. Until they child has a significant event going on in their life, one that's worth celebrating. All children have things that's worth celebrating,
of
but
course.
you can't say what you will or won't do. There's people that have these big old extravagant parties for a kid that's one that don't even know it's their birthday,
Okay, all they gonna do is throw some cake in their face and keep on going about their life,
and start crying
and
and
do
somebody
like
got
this. Because why? Because seriously, if you ever paid attention to the kids on these birthday parties, first birthday parties, most kids hate when you put their hands in it. They look at their hands and then they automatically like go into kind of convulsions or something because they're like, "Get this off of me!" Because they too think it's nasty.
yeah. So I think the thing is that they they saying what they wouldn't do because they haven't had the opportunity or the opportunity hadn't presented itself for them to do that. So I would expect Dion's son to have a stage, to have a backdrop, to have food, will have a whole production company. I would expect
Exactly.
that. But then you got oh boy, somebody that got drafted to the Saints. They sitting up in the living room on their regular sofa, and the kid and the baby spitting up. You see what I'm saying?
Oh
You
yeah.
go, you go for what you want to do
Hmm.
at that moment, and they know that anybody that Dion's sons are gonna do exactly what they want to do, and they gonna be flashing. The white folks do they flashing. They probably got camo going all over the place. They ain't cowboy
Not
boots.
camo. Not
You see what I'm
camo.
saying? That's their version of flashing. You know, so I mean, I think that was it was a power move. People just probably didn't want to see, and I hate to make it about race because we know everything is sometimes not about race, but sometimes it is. And I think had that been Paul doing the same stuff, if Tom Brady's son was old enough to be playing football and doing the exact same thing that them Sanders boys are doing, would nobody have no problem with it.
Well, see, this is the thing because people were relating it to the Mannings, and
Oh,
they
I forgot
were,
about Peyton and
yeah,
Eli.
yeah, they were relating it to the Mannings, and they were also what what else were they saying? Oh, okay, so about Dion, being the coach and stuff like that. But see, this is the reality of it. Um, a lot of football players have been coached by their fathers. There
Hmm.
are a lot of them.
Okay.
Jalen Hurts,
Mm-hmm.
Philadelphia Eagles MVP Super Bowl this weekend. I mean this not weekend, but this year. His father was his coach in college. I mean, not in college, but in high school.
Really? Okay.
His father is still a coach. His mother is still a teacher. Like his parents are still in the school, still some
In the
working as
field.
a, yeah. Like
Okay.
um I just heard a story about something that happened in Pinson where Bo Nix's father was the coach of him. Bo Nix played for Auburn and then went to the NFL and
Hmm.
stuff like that. So a lot of the players do have their fathers, especially in high school, as a coach. Now, in the college level, you really don't see that as much because there's
Right.
not a lot of ones that are coached. So this, I think people played it wrong, and I don't necessarily think it's a race issue only because of the simple fact that I don't think it's a full race issue. Let me say it that way. Do I think
Okay.
some a part of race had to do with it? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think because most of the, Cam Black, first draft pick, Travis, first draft, second overall. What I find interesting is the fact that I can't remember who the person was. Maybe it was even Dion. Um, but people made mention of having quarterbacks. Well, a lot of people, let me just say this, the history of black quarterbacks in the NFL in general and black
Mm-hmm.
quarterbacks in general is it tends to be a more of a racial issue.
Okay.
Because like I said, I can't remember exactly who said it, but they were making mention of not a lot of people want quarterbacks that come from single parent households.
Hmm.
And it may have been Dion that said it. I can't remember, but I can't remember who said it, but someone made mention of it.
Oh
Um,
wow. Okay.
so with that being said, yes, I do think that they were trying to. I do think a race played a part. I just don't think it was the full issue. Um,
Okay.
Only because I feel like people just don't like Dion, and it
Well,
was
I
more
think,
of a
and the reason I
Dion
think that the
issue
people.
then and it shouldn't, and the thing about it is it shouldn't even been a Dion issue. Like Shedeur talent should be able to speak for itself. He was the whatever conference they were in, like
Mm-hmm.
whatever title it was, because I can't remember it right now. But he had like maybe offensive player of the year for
Their
whatever.
particular conference in their
Yeah,
school.
yeah.
Okay.
So that means like at least was like 12 schools that were in that conference that he beat out of all the offensive people. So
Mm-hmm.
clearly other people recognize his talents. Um, but a lot of also keep in mind a lot of a lot of quarterbacks did not go in the first round as well. You know,
Right.
Tom
I think
Brady,
he's
Russell
gonna,
Wilson.
and I think no matter what spot you get drafted in, you can still get cut from the team whether you was first draft or 19th draft. you can still get cut. I think he will come out there and he will show himself, and he'll do good. I
Yeah.
think he'll do good. I mean, I don't have no doubt about him or his brother uh doing
Shiloh.
good.
Now Shiloh's
Yeah.
hilarious.
He's now which one of them? I know one of them got a new coach. Which one was that? Not a new coach, a new agent. Was that Shedeur? Wait a minute. The young one, I think Dion is not his manager. Agent, whatever they call
I think that was Shiloh talking. I think that was Shiloh that was talking. I think
him. Okay.
none. I think none of them necessarily had an agent. Maybe particularly. Maybe it was just Shiloh. I don't know. But
Okay.
Shiloh is also hilarious. I don't know if he's the youngest one. No, so I think they
Yeah,
said
because
he's
I
the
can't
middle
remember
one.
which one is the young
No, I
one.
think they said he's the middle one
Because then
because he
the
got the he
daughter
got
is
the
the youngest.
he got the two Dion and Deandra from the first
Yeah.
wife. Then I think it's Shiloh, and then however,
Shador and then the girl.
yeah, that plays
Uh,
for A&M
yeah.
volleyball. I think volleyball
No
or basketball.
basketball.
Basketball. Okay.
Basketball.
Um. First of all, Shiloh said if you ain't gonna get picked in the first round, I'm not. I'm scared about me. And he did. So, I think that like and this is why I don't understand why people are saying like they should humble themselves. Like I think he has taken everything. I think Shedeur and Shiloh has taken everything so lighthearted, and like even though it may hurt, their
Yeah.
public appearance is one of um I'm doing what God has me to do, and if God want me to be, fifth round or go undrafted free agent, that's God has a purpose and a plan. That's
Right.
kind of how it seems because I follow Dion on Instagram, and that's kind of how Dion was as well. So I'm like, these people are literally like living their dream.
They're living their
Like they're
dream.
already making millions of dollars. Well, at least Shedeur. I don't know about Shiloh, but at least Shedeur has made like a lot of money with his NIL
I
stuff. So
mean,
I'm like,
and they're gonna continue to make money.
yeah.
They're gonna continue to make it. I mean, again, they just got drafted. They got to go through training camp, and then what
Hmm.
the final cut from the team. So we're gonna continue to hear more about them, and who knows what their path may be in
Yeah.
football. You know, you can't base it off. You can't expect them to be exactly like Dion. They have to
Exactly.
forge their own path. And I think that's what people need to understand is that while Dion is their dad, but still they have to be their own person.
Mm.
He laid the foundation. It's up to them on whether they gonna take what he's taught them. What him and them, what Dion and their mom has taught them is to take it on to the future and whatever they, plan to do.
So there's something else that came along in the draft that I think need to be discussed as well, and that is the Atlanta Falcons coach
Mm,
that apparently left out the team iPad that had the player's telephone number exclusive for the draft and pranking people, including Shador. Um,
mm-hmm.
what are your thoughts? Like, do you think he should be fired? Because I think that if you have that kind of security breach, let me back up. Let me not even say this. These kids these days that just want to go viral, trust me, I understand. Listen, we got a podcast. We want to make money eventually on this podcast. We want to go viral.
Right,
However, we got integrity, we got morals, we got a lot of
right.
a lot of other things that we are not gonna say, we're not gonna do to compromise who we are because in the meantime, in the tween time, we also got jobs that helps pay our bills. And so
That part.
but this is my thing. there should have never been any child of any player, because at first they were thinking that it was the general manager
It was,
daughter from at Ole Miss or something like
yeah,
that.
I
They were
remember
thinking it was
hearing
that,
that. Mm-hmm.
like from the Giants, the general
Yeah.
manager daughters from that from the Giant that I think plays, I mean, goes to Ole Miss or one of them schools in Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
Then they come to find out, no, it was the Atlanta Falcon, um, like maybe defensive coach or coordinator or something like that. His son was the
Mm-hmm.
one that did it. Why would you even be comfortable enough to do that, to get into his information, to call Shedeur and other players? Baby, back in the day, now I wouldn't do that now. Let me just say what I did back in the day, because I'm a little bit different. I'm a little bit different. I know I'm a little bit different because I used to call my mom a job, because I don't. It is what it is.
We all
Um,
call our parents' job,
but we had a certain level of respect and
right?
everything for their place of employment. And it seems
Mm-hmm.
like these kids these days, and yes, I'm gonna call them, well, he young adults, because he think
He
20,
old enough to know
21.
better.
Exactly, is that part. Why are you out here calling? There is no way my mama taught. I'm not going into her things that, like, she'll bring on paperwork or something like that. I never once in my whole entire life was like, let me go look at these people names and call them. And like, this is even back in the day when people was pranking people. We just used the yellow pages, baby. Is your refrigerator
And
running? Like, we understand pranks. We
right.
understand, but they were never really specifically targeted to people that we knew. They were
Well, I
just
don't think
targeted to
too.
people that was in the phone book.
But we have to look at it like this too. Again, there was not much social media during our prank and phone call days. Now we live in a world where kids want to become famous by any means necessary. Do I? And so I think, and then we have to I have to take into consideration too that the dad iPad probably wasn't the most secure anyway, because he probably gonna keep the password the same. That's on the cell phone, whatever the case may be. Gonna link everything together because he can't remember. So it probably didn't take much for little Ricky to do what he did. Let's just call a thing a thing. He didn't have to go far for it. Now, again,
Just gonna
the
make up a
dad
name.
should have been a little bit more responsible and making sure that these phone numbers don't get out. Uh, do I think he may? I don't know if I would say fired. I don't even know then, because even if they gave him time off, he's still gonna get paid. He's still gonna end up coaching, and his son's still gonna do stupid shit.
He received no, from my understanding, they said they were not going to do any kind of disciplinary
Yeah.
actions or whatever for it. But I just think that, first of all, let me just say this. I absolutely hate most pranks anyway,
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like a lot of the pranks are not, a lot of the things aren't even funny. For
Right.
one, they're not funny. Two, they're dangerous. Three,
Mm-hmm.
like, have you, like, anything that could potentially cause someone to die, anything that could potentially cause someone to, hurt someone else, um and
Mm-hmm.
especially at this time, he was already, this was like the second day or something like that. Like, you
Yeah.
basically kicking him while he down, and I definitely don't like that.
Well, and I no, and I agree with you. I don't like it either. Again, these kids do this stuff to be famous and to go viral. And the fact, first of all, let's go back a step. The fact that somebody thought it was old girl at Ole Miss who daddy is the Giants coach or whatever,
General
she
manager.
probably like, how did I get in this?
Okay.
she probably down there sorority rush somewhere. And then these folk done put her name and all that. So she probably pissed now because y'all done looped her in it or whatever. But I think the apology, it was trash, but I would say that the Shedeur took the high road and was like, we all do stupid things. But again, why do we always have to take the high road and say, yeah, he did a stupid thing. It was a prank. No, you fucking with my money. You got me thinking somebody really calling to offer me a job, and I'm going, you know, finally accomplish a goal or check something off my box, and you come calling talking about I got to wait a little while longer, which again makes me think these coaches are all having conversations as to who's gonna take who
Yeah.
and what number they're gonna
Of
probably get them,
course.
and
A
and
lot of
so that
negotiations
guy
goes on.
was behind, off the table, off the record, over drinks. And so I don't think the kid was remorseful. He knew what he was doing. He just got viral, for it. And even his homeboy who was in there in the background laughing, he viral because now people gonna be like, "Oh, you so and so that was in this video."
And I still
So
don't know his name,
I
so he
think
ain't
it
that
was.
viral. So he didn't even accomplish his goal because I don't know his
That was
name,
I
and
said,
I'm quite sure you
little
called
Ricky.
him Ricky. Ricky, I'm thinking Ricky Bobby. You don't know that man's name. That's why you said that. That's why you said it. You don't know his name.
That's why I said,
so so
little
so
Ricky.
so how viral is you that we don't even know your name? All in vain. We don't even know your
But you
name.
know what? You been a he gonna look at the thing is he famous at his school, because he done did something stupid. He famous in his fraternity because he did something stupid, you know. So, it is what it is. And again, it's not, and it happened, they said, to several other players too. Things
Yeah.
started coming out. So I'm not going to use that as a racial thing. Again, it was a viral, that kid wanted to become viral
Yeah.
or whatever. And I think Shador just happened to be the one that everybody, again, his name has been in the media all for the since the draft started.
Yeah.
So of course everybody's gonna focus on him. But the other guys too that got pranked, it's just stupid. They gonna and it's not gonna be any consequences to uh what they did.
Little Ricky Bobby.
They still was able. Little Ricky Bobby was still put his Oxfords on and his little button up shirt and went right on to class. If he doing schoolwork. Probably down at Panama City somewhere right now, spring breaking.
First of all, they in college, so they almost out of school about now because it's the 29th of April. You know, graduation next week or week after
No, that
next.
is you right. So hopefully he right there studying. Why because clearly he was not studying that day. He was prank calling. So I hope you pass your final, jackass.
And like I said, I just don't like pranks anyway, unless because you don't mess with anybody that got the fears. Like you gotta like there are certain pranks you can do and certain pranks you just can't do. And I just don't like most pranks anyway, because most of them, like I said, aren't funny. But that's my 2 cents. But I will also,
No.
side note about the Sanders family. Um, that they took a whole picture together. Pilar.
They had the mom in there. She didn't haul ass. I mean, yeah, Dion didn't
You
haul ass.
because
He stood right there with him.
on senior night or whatever that the game was, and they had to. And he promptly turned around. He did a pivot ball change and went ahead and said, "No, I will not." And
He did a bob and weave.
they were like, how much patience Dion has to have, and how much this man has had to change to allow this lady to be around him in his house for all them days. And like I didn't even realize, like I remember the stories, like I remember their show, and I remember them having
Mm-hmm.
like a rough um like
Right.
divorce, but I didn't realize that she tried to like
Hmm.
unalive him. I didn't, or either maybe I just forgot about her joining a cult. That should have been your first thing that you mentioned out of your mouth.
Oh, I
Apparently, she
remember that.
like apparently I
I
was
forgot.
like,
But Lord, baby, they had that again. That was before the good. That was before, that's when you had to go read the Shade Room or what was that
the
girl
shade room
name
wasn't
in
even
Atlanta? Sandra
Sandra
Rose.
Rose, baby. I stayed on
You had to,
Sandra Rose. She still
yeah.
got. She still has her website. I think. I think
Does
she
she
has a website.
really?
I think I pulled it up a couple months ago when I was looking for some.
Okay, her and Jamie Foster Brown. That was stuff you had to kind of you had to go look for. Stuff. It wasn't all out in the open. So high five to them.
Yeah, she
But
still got a website. Sandra Rose still got a
okay,
website.
well, okay. I'm gonna have to go check her out. She old school, baby. She been in the game long time,
Yeah, okay.
like 20 years.
But yeah, that
She
is when
was,
you had to, or
yeah, she
maybe
ruled
I
it.
don't know if Lipstick Alley was still out. Well, I mean, was out then as well. But
That was doing that time.
okay, that's when you had to go buy
Yeah,
the
that
magazines
was
to go
that was.
read it,
Ooh.
and then you had to go buy the magazines to find out the stuff. Because I was nosy.
You had to buy Sister Sister.
Okay.
Ooh, my friend Butcher loved her some Sister Sister magazine with Jamie Foster Brown.
They used to. That's where you
If
got your
Jamie Foster
information
Brown
from.
didn't report it, baby, it wasn't real.
I was
You got
on
all your
one
information.
called Panache Report. I think she passed away, but I was on Panache Report. That's why some of the like
Oh,
the the rumors and things of like TD Jakes, I had already heard about that. Speaking of him, he
really?
stepped
I
down.
don't remember her.
Yeah. Speaking of him, he stepped down and now
I,
said
I think it's
pass the
good.
torch over to the daughter Sarah and her husband.
You know what? I think it's time. I think that health scare kind of shook him. And then it don't it didn't help much in the way that his name is kind of tangled up, tied up with, kind of intertwined and diddy bop. So I think he's going out while he's still at the top. Not saying that his reputation would probably be tarnished, but I think this is a good time.
Yeah,
Just go out right now while people still put you in high regards as a pastor
yeah,
and still trust you. Because I would hate for him to, have to do a rush job of saying, "Okay, I'm not preaching no more," and his image is tarnished. I
yeah.
think now he's still got a good image going on.
I agree. Well, to a certain extent, I think it's being slightly tarnished, but I think
Not
overall,
as much as it could be.
oh yes, 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 yes. Probably also to mitigate, well, to reduce even more things coming to light or more things potentially being
Hmm.
said. So yeah. And by the way, I don't know who Adora is, but that sounds like a pretty name. But no, we don't have kids unless Mila talks about her little ugly dog named Sunny. I'm just saying. I'm asking a question in the chat. I'm answering a question in the chat.
You're not gonna talk about my son.
I'm asking a question in the chat. They asked me was someone Adora's mom.
No,
That's a
I don't
pretty
know who
name.
Adora is,
That's a pretty
but
name.
it is a nice name.
Mm,
Um, but yes, so I think that's a good. I think TD Jakes is doing good. Going on out right now.
yeah,
Step down. Do a sermon here and there, but go on and let them take it over and take it where it needs to go, and give it a fresh spirit. Liven
yeah.
it up a little bit.
Now I gotta figure out the cult this Polar Sanders was in because that is gonna bother me.
Mm-mm.
Because they said that she gave her kids a new name or something like that. Like she gave them like a name, like something like De La Love or something like that. I don't know. I don't know if you
Girl,
knew
bye. Don't, no. Mm-mm. We're not going there.
that.
No, she did not. You're not gonna put that on her. But the next topic before we give out our shout outs.
Wait, hold on. Let me play my transition.
Shannon Sharpe, the good people
Ooh.
Unk, Club Shay Shay, has got himself boogered up with a 19-year-old OnlyFans model.
Well,
Got
I
him.
think she's now like 20 or 21 ish.
Okay.
She's yeah.
Okay. She has brought out the receipts and the video recordings of her and good old Unc, Shannon Sharpe. And now he has said, I'm going to take some time off from ESPN, but
Hmm.
I'll return during the football season.
Preseason. I return preseason.
Preseason. Preseason. But I'm going to step away from ESPN. And you know what? Shannon Sharpe ass get everything that he got coming to him right now because he's old enough to know. Why is you around here messing with these young girls that ain't got nothing to lose, that is trying to be famous?
That's asking you to put a big black baby in them. First of all,
She is trying to come up because what she has been taught to get out here in these streets and baby, get how you need to get it. Get it while the getting is good. And if you secure a good baby, you set for the past 18 years. And he was the fool. Baby girl saw a sucker and she licked it.
okay.
And you know what? And he is of age where these young girls have all the software and devices that they can sit here. Don't know about them, but may the Lord cover and bless them. Um, uh, he's old enough to know that if you dealing with somebody young, they're gonna be able to record some stuff, and you ain't even gonna know you being recorded.
Well, apparently she's alleging that
They
he
got
recorded her.
devices.
She's alleging apparently that he recorded her as well without her consent. But see, this is my thing.
Hmm.
You are old enough to be this girl granddaddy. Let's just be for real.
Let's just say great granddaddy.
Cause you out here knocking 60. And this a little baby. This a little 19-year-old young child, young adult. You are
Hmm.
definitely
She
old
just
enough.
started
You
voting.
you are literally old enough to be this person's granddaddy. And I'm not even being funny. I am so serious. And
Yeah.
then you were first of all, you knew what the game was about because who is texting you saying put a big black baby in me?
Who else is
And
texting choke me?
and then also $25,000 a cheat.
Her cheek. Baby, somebody that's trying to come up.
Okay.
Somebody that's trying to come up. So you know what? I'm gonna call her. We'll call her Angie. Angie, I'm not mad at you, baby girl. Get what you can get out of him. See, all that talk that he was doing, it's always the ones that talk the damn loudest that really ain't doing what they say they doing. There's no way possible this man is on TV every day. Got social media doing all this stuff that he let a 20-year old get him boogered up and messing with his money, his
Okay.
job.
Twice. Getting it from you and taking it from and making sure that it's taken from you. So
Mhm.
you losing extra money.
Cause now I would think ain't nobody really gonna want to come and chit chat on your show much now because see really you gonna be the topic of discussion. And but also too, if you had other guests in the past to tell you, and I think we all can agree, we don't agree with Monique on every damn thing that she say.
I absolutely don't.
But when she told him you need to quit messing with these young girls, clearly the streets was talking. And the streets talked, and if she had to bring that up on in her interview, the people know what he doing out here. So don't act like you big and bad and you got it all together. And this girl done got you hemmed up. So now you semi unemployed for the next 3-4 months.
No, he still
No,
has
I'm talking about from ESPN.
oh yeah.
You missing no ESPN money.
But he still got nightcap. He's still out there doing nightcap with Ocho.
Yeah, he gonna have to do something now.
He's still I just this is the thing. Now let me just say this. So apparently the allegations that Jane Doe has against him in the lawsuit is that she was sexual assault and I think also maybe battery or something, some kind of violence.
Hmm.
So, but I did not see anything from what I read in the articles. Now, mind you, I didn't go too in depth of any of these stories to figure out exactly because I was trying to figure out what did she consider sexual assault. That's what I wanted to see
Hmm.
because that kind of threw me for a loop. Because in my mind, don't get me wrong, I understand you want money. And I understand that apparently he had offered her $10 million, and she was like, "Nope, let me sue him for 50." What I also don't understand, and this is just in general.
So you tell me she could have had her 10 million, and then he probably had to pay too much taxes on that.
Yeah, because I don't think you even pay taxes on settlements like that a lot of times. I could be
Mm.
wrong, but she also did not um push for any kind of criminal charges or anything.
Okay.
So I don't even know
In
if they
other words, she
even
just want
I
him to
don't
tell
even
the
know if
truth.
they criminally like investigated. Now, with that being said, Michelle that was in the thing, apparently
Mm-hmm.
she sued him or has sued him or has made similar allegations now on top of that. So I think there's another potential lawsuit or something, or that's what I that's how I understood it. I could be totally wrong. But
Well,
it
and I
also
think
looked like it was another Michelle in the past that's from 20, maybe
oh,
from 2013, that also had said that he had sexual allegations against him as well. Like that pursued sexual
mm.
allegations against him, I guess in a civil matter as well. Maybe criminal. I can't remember. So I say all that to say there seems to be some smoke
Mm.
and there seems to be some patterns of behavior. Now, what I also don't like is people like, see, this is why black men, da 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 da, we don't need to be generalizing nobody. We need to talk about
Mm-mm.
Shannon. I also don't appreciate when people are like, well, nobody is saying anything about Tracy Ellis Ross that said that she wanted to date younger. And Tracy never mentioned any age. Tracy is probably not talking about a 19-year-old. Tracy is probably talking about a 40-some-year-old because she in her 50s.
But
Because
also
if
too,
if I say younger, I'm talking about people like, I'm not thinking by no stretch of the imagination am I talking about somebody that can't buy alcohol. I'm talking about somebody in their 30s, baby. Listen, just a few years younger than me, and you younger. You see what I'm saying? Like, like, why are y'all going to the pits of, child predator, talking about, she probably talking about, and then you're talking about the age gap between Cher and whoever she's with. Whoever Cher is with is grown and old as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Right.
yes, okay, Cher's like in her 70s or 80s, and yeah, she may have a younger man that's half her age, but you know what that means? That person is in their 40s,
Well, and I think too,
real
women will
grown.
definitely. The thing is this: I think women gonna be more selective in who they deal with because they, again, whether they young or whether they granddaddy age, they gonna be selective in who they dealing with, and they gonna try and pick the right joker that's not gonna go out here and tell all that shit. What do my question would have been to Shannon Sharpe? What did you expect a 19, 20-year old to do when y'all fall out?
That
Or
asked
when
you for
they don't get,
$25,000 a cheek.
what do you expect? They saving text messages. They recording stuff. Again, they know how to do things that his seasoned mind cannot do. So again, what did you expect? Yeah, I think Shannon probably went with that young girl was because he know that that young girl gonna be down for all of the foolishness that he want to do in the bedroom. And he get him somebody old, they not gonna be doing all of that extraness that he wants. That's just call a thing a thing. Or if he find a one, it's gonna be limited into what he's gonna be able to do. So he gonna get him a little young girl, and she gonna do all that stuff that he wants to do in the bedroom. And when that good thing came to an end, when he probably wasn't giving her the money that he used to give her, and he want to be an ass, and probably like, well, fuck you. What she do?
Yep.
Drop receipts
And
because that's what they do. So you know what he again got he's getting what when you play stupid games you win stupid prizes.
okay.
And this is one prize here that he has won that he probably did not expect to win. But you know what? Now you got to pay.
I hate
Now
to
you're going to pay.
I hate to
Hmm.
interrupt this moment, but we have 50 subscribers. And we know what 50 subscribers means. 50 subscribers mean that what we will be doing is giving out. I will give out a t-shirt. So I will make a post tomorrow. Let me know. I'll make it on Facebook and also Instagram. And yeah, I'll make it on Facebook and Instagram. Just show a picture of you subscribing to our YouTube page, and I will enter you into a drawing. I will give you all until next Monday to do that, and I will call out the winner on Tuesday's show.
Woo woo.
So
Woo woo.
woo, 50
Yay
subscribers.
us.
Cause how you get to a million? One at subscriber at a time.
We gonna get them trash bags. When trash sends us the trash bags to where?
They did not say they were sending
Hey,
us trash bags. We were gonna use our
oh,
own
they ain't
trash
sending us
bags.
nothing to wear.
No, we gotta use our own. They
Trash.
were just giving us the design option. Giving us the design option.
I want them. I want them to design me one.
And for the people that are not on social media and follow us, will subscribe to us, you can send a copy of your screenshot that you do subscribe to our YouTube channel at reallifeishfriends at gmail.com or 615-475-8152. And don't forget to, if you're out there listening and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe and notification button because I want to talk like that lady that does the news. But
And
yeah,
that's that.
so go ahead. What you were saying about Shannon in the age stuff and about.
Forgot now, but
I'm
anyway,
sorry. I'm sorry.
he.
I was just excited
That's,
once I saw that we had
no,
50.
that's okay. We are equally excited.
And
Uh, again, Shannon, this you just happen to be. This is just your turn now. You've gotten caught. You out there in the open. So you know what? Get you somebody old. Get somewhere and sit down. Get you somebody seasoned. Don't go out here getting these girls that can be your granddaughter.
well, see, this is also the thing. Like, let's just keep it a G. If you're willing to pay somebody $10 million, then why didn't you just have these? Why didn't you just go get escorts anyway? Why didn't you get the ladies of the night in the first place? I know she may have been close to it with her OnlyFans, but why don't you just get you one of the ladies of the nights, as they call them back in the day?
And we know they know where the ladies of the nights are. Everybody got a contact, so
And then
oh
this happened
well.
apparently like in Nevada. Go down the
January.
street, go down the street, and then you can go to the Bunny Ranch or whatever their name is now. Like there is options you have for yourself that you can go do whatever. If you want to choke somebody, people into that. I'm not into none of that stuff. Mama, don't pay attention to none I'm saying. But I'm not into none of that stuff. But if you like it, somebody loves it.
That's facts.
There's people out here for whatever you into. And when I say whatever, it's whatever. Whatever you want to
That's
do,
facts.
if you want to, there is people that literally, from my understanding, there's women that go to places like allegedly go to places like Dubai to get pooped on. That's if that's your cup of tea, drink it, baby, because
Hmm.
I don't have to drink from that cup at all. Cause I'm
That,
not.
how much they got to be coming back with a boatload of goddamn money to go over there and get shitted on.
I don't know. People's like that's what some of the people be over there doing. That's why a lot of them girls be going over there and saying they going to the buy and they be going over there and they get their money. First of all, absolutely
Do
not.
they get the money first and then it happens, or do it happens and then get the money?
Baby, I don't even know. I feel like you need to get half up front and then other half after the fact.
Half for
Cause
undressing, half for the other part.
but the thought of that is just that's what I'm saying. There's a yin for your yang or whatever the saying's supposed to be. Somebody got you.
That's
So whatever
facts.
you into, there's people out there, and there's probably a no lie. There's probably a Facebook group for it right now as we speak.
That's probably
One
IG. You ain't got to
specifically
go to
for your state
everybody.
and your city. One for your state and your city. You got
There's
options.
probably a TikTok, IG, for whatever it is that you think is out there where you can get connected with like-minded individuals is out there.
I agree.
And
I
but you
agree.
know what?
What's that?
Hey, each your own, baby. Do your thing.
Hmm.
Don't let nobody tell you what you want to
I ain't gonna yuck your yum or whatever they be saying. One of them sayings they be having. I'm just
do.
saying.
So go for
As for
it.
me in my house, we do not. We do not. We just. Mm-mm.
Not in this. No, not how bad. And I want to keep everything I got right here, but I don't think I'm at that level yet where I need to
Okay.
go cross seas. I feel like there's like at least 100 other steps
Okay.
before
Okay. Sell your feet first. Sell your feet
you
first.
hear me. there's there's 100 other steps I need to get to before I get to the point and say, okay, I'll be back. I'm going to Dubai. I'll see y'all in 2 days or however many days. Because I feel like it take a day to get over there.
Yeah.
There ain't enough bleach you can put on me to have me.
And we got
Trash.
the 50. We got the 50. We will be having some fashionable trash bags fashions because that could have been our 50th subscriber. So we will do it.
No, they don't be wanting you to throw screwdrivers at them and everything. Now, I'll throw a screwdriver, but I ain't getting shitted on. But I feel like I can throw a screwdriver locally. I don't. I feel like that don't require me to go use my passport for that. No. Mm-mm. No. 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 No.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
No.
but I'm just saying, me personally, sell your feet. You can also be a webcam girl and just have a mask. There are so many options for you. Um, I don't know how we
So
got
many.
on. I don't know how we got on how we can make, not we, not as in us, but like we as in women can make money because we on this podcast don't do none of that stuff.
Nope. But
Let
I'm
me well
there.
hold
Oh,
on.
wait, and
Let
then
me speak for myself. I don't do it. Now what you do is between you and
that's why I say there's a lot of things in this United States or probably this world that I would probably do, but no. 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 Mm-mm. And I'm trying to get to heaven to see my mama. So at this point in my life now, I have no time for foolishness.
I feel you.
Mm-mm. I got to get myself together. But that's us, people.
Yep.
And the shout out for the day. Mm.
For episode number 21, who are you shouting out for episode 21, Mila on Real Life is Friends podcast?
Us. We made it to 21 episodes. Who the fuck? And and we have to give a special shout out to our 50 subscribers. And we will have more. So you get the praise, people. Shout out to you for helping us get to 50. Blue, blue, blue. We appreciate it. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the support. Y'all dealing with us and our antics. So we thank you all. And come back now, you hear?
Okay. And follow us on that Instagram and follow us on that Facebook as well.
Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to like and subscribe and watch to our YouTube and
And
our
we will
podcast.
have sometime this week, we will be posting our trash bag um attire.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. You don't have to wait. I can tell you how to do it. Once we get off the live, I'll tell you how to do it without you messing up your trash bags. I'm just
Okay.
saying. For episode number 21 of Real Life is Friends podcast, I am one of your hosts, Kimberly.
Amila.
Peace up, A Town.
Beep, beep.